Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Planet Coaster, where we're currently riding our log flume ride, which is covered in plants. You may not even recognize it at this point. I'm not sure that these plants are going to stay in this final form. I wanted kind of a jungle section here to just encapsulate this whole first area out of the chute, so that we could do some fun things with it and kind of control people's views when they're on the ride. We're going to do a lot today in the pirate area, or maybe not a whole lot. It just depends on how it works out. I do have to say, though, that this will be the final Planet Coaster before, and I want to get that before, not the final Planet Coaster video ever, but just before I move. I am moving at the end of September. I'm actually recording this video about a month out before I move. But I know that time is going to become critical as I get closer and closer to the move. And I won't have a whole lot of time to sit down and record, especially Planet Coaster, because I usually spend 3 or 4 hours recording, and then editing these videos takes 3 to 4 hours for each one. And I'm just not going to have that kind of time with a move coming up. So that's why I want to get them all done now that I can, and then we'll have probably a week or two break. I believe that this video will go up like the second Sunday in September, third Sunday in September. And I move like a week and a half after that. So as soon as I get moved and settled in and can start recording again, I will start back to my Planet Coaster series. I might try to do a live stream if my internet stays on between now and then. I just got to come up with the money to pay my internet this month. This video will have will go live after it's already due. So you'll know if I have internet or not. You'll have seen it on Twitter. And you'll know whether or not I'm live streaming GTA still. I have done a lot of work, though, on this ride, and we'll get off of it so that we can go take a look. Let's set this to our normal times here. There we go. I just wanted 6 p.m. so we had some daylight. But I have done a lot of work on the ride. Reburied part of it just to get an idea of what it was going to look like. I'll probably wind up digging it all back out again. But that very first drop is now going to be in a cave. That's going to be where you first... I believe that's the first drop, isn't it? I don't know. It could be the second drop. No, that is the first drop. No, that is the second drop. My bad. It actually... This is the first drop over here, and it is completely inside of a cave now. I'll see if I can't get down in there as we zoom in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And if you're wondering, when did this become a log flume instead of a river rapids? We made that change during a live stream. Because it just wasn't working as a river rapids, because I want to be able to tell a good story with this, and it just didn't work with the way the river rapid boats spin around. So this is all now encapsulated in rocks. I just placed a bunch of rocks to hide the hardware for the most part. I mean, you can still see the concrete right here, but that's about the only place you can see it. You'll be coming through so fast that it's not a big deal. Inside of here, the lighting is just... some nice green lighting. I may add some other effects and other details in here, but for now, this is how it shall be. Actually, let's leave it nighttime because I want to show you one other thing that I've worked on, which is the lighting as they go through this tunnel here, our little fort walkway. You can see that as they move through, the lights come on in there, which I think is a nice effect. And then right after they get through, the lights will go off. They completely turn off so that the next round of people experience lights. Actually, there they come. Let's pause for a second so I can find that particular car. I think we're in it, actually, aren't we? I can't tell. Let's find the one that's in there right now and go back one. There we go. I think that's how you do that. I think these are the people that are about to come up to it. Maybe not. No. This is the wrong car. Crap. So is it 9 then? Oh, there's only 8. Who are the people that are about to go in there? Oh, shit. Now I'm confused. There we go. Found it. It was number 1 after all. So yeah, they come up, and the lights are always kind of on, but as they get to just before each light, a new light comes on. It's not really dark in here, even at night, but I think it makes a nice effect to have it light up. Especially because they do go into utter darkness for a very, very brief period. It's a little bit of a too long of a period right now. I want to change that up a little bit. You'll see what I'm talking about here as we get through this section. As they approach the very first drop, as I stumble over my words, the cave gets really dark in here. Very dark, as you can see. You can see where where it used to go, and versus where it goes now. I kind of think I might leave it like this. We're actually in a very big cave right now. You just can't tell it because it is so dark in here. Again, kind of a bigger cutout area. I don't know what I'm going to do with these areas just yet. I don't know that I want to put too much storytelling in all of them, but I will probably do something in some of them. So there you go. Big first drop, and that will open up in a cave that lets you see out into the lagoon briefly. And then you're probably wondering why there's a big cutout section over here. Well, that's because, just to remind me that I want to do just a small little scene right back here. It'll just be like a pirate's prison or something like that. I don't really know just yet. But a lot of work remains to be done on this ride. I have gone through with the display sequencer as well and redid all of the lighting for in here, because when I deleted it and changed it to a different ride, of course, that took my sequences out. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice today. So yeah, you can see there's a lot of that. Also, having ridden through it several times, I think I need to move the Kraken just a little bit because he pops out just as people come around through here, and he's right next to them, and I don't know that he's got really the focal point that he needs to have. We've got a boat coming in here. From the rider's viewpoint, when he pops up here, which, there we go, he's already right there on top of them, and I don't know that he makes quite the impact I want. What I'm thinking might be a better placement for Kraken is if I move it over this way a little bit and rotate him around a little bit like so. I think he's still going to go back underwater, yeah? Oh, his ass is going through the side of the rock, but I can fix that by making that a little bit bigger. There we go. I think that'll just be a little bit better so that he's pointing more towards them. And I can make part of the battle happen over this way so that it looks like they're really battling him. And we'll put some tentacles over here to make it look like he smashed that boat. But I just think having him there, actually they're about to go through. So let's find that boat now. There's the ones that have already gone through, so it must be back one. No, forward one. I always get confused about how these work exactly. Yeah, I think this will be better now. Oh, somebody has a Statue of Liberty hat on up there. So now he will. Yeah, see, I think that's better because he occupies more of their view for longer instead of him being way back there. Yeah, that's definitely better. And I think I have him pop up, yeah, a second time, so that while they're going through. One thing I did do is make sure that I had this cave go long enough and this wall or blob, whatever, here extend far enough out so that when they're out here watching what's going on, they're just going to see pirates battling something and see the sunken ship but not know what's really going on until they get over here when the Kraken jumps on. They'll be like, oh my god, it's the Kraken. But today I want to go work a little bit more on this area. We built this during the live stream. Our little building here to go around our whirly gig or whirly rig, whatever it's called, is not even open. It's open, just nobody's riding it still. Poor ride. Nobody ever rides that ride. I do want to try to do something a little bit different with the queue so I can get a priority pass in it. I think what I need to do is bump the exit over just a little bit, bring the queue over just a little bit, and then have a priority pass that just kind of goes boop to the end there. I think that would be a nice thing to do. I also want to see if I can't get the exits on these rides moved to where they are in a better place. And I don't think I can move the exit. That kicked everybody off. What I'd like to do is actually bring out like a wooden plank walkway right here that they go off of. Don't know how easy that's going to be. I don't know if the pathing will cooperate with me to do that or not. But we're going to find out. We're going to do that right now, actually. And that means that one needs to go off at about that angle. Now I need my paths. And we need to get rid of all of this. All of this needs to go. Come on. Keep deleting. There you go. You're doing it. Yeah, you're doing it. Who's a big boy? You are, video game. I don't know what that was about. So I'm thinking, I turn on angle snapping here. See, it's just not going to want to cooperate with me. I'll have to do a lot to terrain, but I just think it would look cool if I could have, like, how do I raise these up? There we go. Where will it let me put it? Right there. If we just had, like, a walkway out here, and actually I want it to be a little wider than that. If it just comes to a walkway that goes out and over the water, I just think that would look really nice. And then we could put, you know, some wood over it to kind of mask it a little bit. I just don't know how that's going to work out here, though. Looks like it's going to want to make that transition okay. Yeah, it makes that transition fine. So my challenge, actually, there it goes. It did that okay. So let's try something here. Let's get rid of this bit and make this go straight across. And then put this bit back in. No, no, no. Go off there. Don't go off there. Go off here. Come off here. There you go. We're trying to connect that. Thank you. And then see if I can't get this and this to connect. That one over there might be a bit of a struggle. Come on. You were doing fine a minute ago. Do fine again, please. There you go. There's you. But this one's just not having it, is it? If I get rid of that little bit there. And then try to bring it over. Yeah, not wanting to grab my exit there, is it? Well, bless. There's a way to do something to make it go up and down while you're moving, but that's too steep. Yeah, that's way too steep. Alright, so get rid of that, put that back in, and see if I can't get these two to play nice with each other. No, just not going to do it because of the terrain. Alright, what do I need to do to this terrain to make this work? Let's flatten out a big ugly bit here for a minute. See what might be going wrong with this. I think it's right there that's causing the problem. Come on, go away. Oh, wait, that's wrong button, Brendan. There we go. Get rid of that. And now let's see if we can't get this to come over and connect in a better way. Yeah, there we go. I don't like that it's painted, but I think I can make like a bridge or something to make that work. So let's put our Q line back in, which I want it to be right. Actually, yeah, let's have it come out of here. Just right here and turn on angle snapping for a minute. No, don't connect there. Why are you doing that? There you go. Come out like this. Right up to this bridge. Actually, that's probably a little too far. And then back down and turn angle snapping off. And I need to flatten out this terrain here. Or smooth it or something, because it's going to make a really weird thing on the path. I forget I had auto paint turned on and I just lost all my train paint. That's okay. We'll put it back. Get rid of that. We don't need that. So back to cues. Back to this one. And now I think this will go around this corner a little bit better without looking as funky. Yeah, it does. That looks better. So now I can enable a priority pass. I just can't talk today. Because I'm pretty sure I can get the entrance to it to come off right here. And the exit should be able to come off, yeah, right there. Perfect. And then it just needs to swing around here. Let's go my full length. And just get a decent looking path in. Switch back over. And then paint it in that same color. There. And I think that'll work much better. And then we just need to tell it that they get higher priority. Did I do that on this ride? Yeah, I did. Okay, so now, moving on from that, I want to kind of extend this building's idea. Not the same building. I don't want to do the exact same building, but I want to have like an archway in here for our entrance to all of this. And I could probably bring in this area a little bit more. That's push, I want pull. Probably bring this right up against the queue here. Yeah, I can. Good. which I need to come under here and also bring in right here. Does that got it? Does that do what I want it to do? Yeah, that did what I wanted to do, mostly. So now I just want to build a building around this, which we're going to go in there and do that. Custom. I really wanted to use the big sandstone archways, these guys, but they're just not wide enough. So instead, we're going to have to use these guys. And I don't know how many of them we're going to have to use to make this work. We're going to place one of them down for now and go out, and then line that one up with the edge of the path here. Just so I know that it's going to be pretty straight to the path. Or do I want it straight to the path inside of there? I think that's probably the better idea. Yeah, it's the better idea. So we'll do that. And then we'll say edit the building, if I can. There we go. Now duplicate this guy. And hopefully, ooh, it's just off by a little bit. That's disappointing. But what I could do then is bring this down and put it here, because that just gets it. And then we'll fill this in above with some roof pieces that will hopefully stack nicely if they'll cooperate with me. There you go. Right there, and then one more in the middle, please. Let's see if I can just get that to scooch over like that, and then that should take care of the problem that we're having out here, maybe. And if it doesn't, I'll just put some sort of trim in there to fill in that gap, like these guys here. That's on a grid, though. I think I have that's not on a grid. I thought I did. Just swore there was that piece, but not on the grid. I guess I'm wrong. Well, shit. Because I was really hoping just to get this to come all the way across here. Oh, I can get it to fill in that gap. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Like that, and then we'll put one in the middle. That's right there. And that should have filled in our gap. It sticks out, but I can put a couple of them on there. So I'm going to build this up. Actually, we can just put a wall right there. Wall pieces. We can just put our wall right here. You were going to go there. There you go. And that will keep that from having a big open top, which we don't want. I mean, we could have it, but I don't want it. Come on, go there. No, right there. There you go. So we need a wall piece down below as well. Come on, come on. It's so hard to build underground and in caves and everything. The game just does not like to do it at all. Here, I think we'll just go ahead and cap this end off. I'd like this to not show that there. There we go. But over here, I definitely need to have a wall there. There it goes. Now it's cooperating. And then this is where we'll cap this end off. And do we need a wall above? We do. I just want it to go right into the wall. Come on. You were going to go there. There you are. And then to make this all look a little more coherent, let's actually pull this wall forward a little bit if I can. It's going to be tricky because of the angles that we're working at here. There we go. And then we'll duplicate this guy over one. Oh, come out. Come out. Come out. Where are you? Where did you go? Where are you even at? I don't even know where it went. It's way out there somewhere. Okay. Fine. Instead, we'll just go grab one manually and do it. There we go. Now where is it? Oh, come out. Right? Yeah, you were there. There you go. And up, and that's it, yeah? Oh, but that does a weird thing there. Maybe that wall wasn't set out. Alright, well, let's move that wall back in, then. God, it's so hard to see what I'm doing in here. Yeah, it's weird that on one part it's there. Now it's better. Okay, that you just needed to move it. So that's the basics of my entrance. And then, oh, actually, we probably should have gone ahead. I didn't realize there was a gap here. We probably shouldn't have capped it off on this end. Yeah, I didn't realize we had a gap there, so I do need a wall over here as well. So what we'll do is instead move this one to right there. Put one above it, right there, and then we'll cap it at the end. Like that, and then we'll duplicate this guy one more time. Nope, we learned that lesson last time, and then immediately forgot it, and then whoop, 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 you up, 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 like so, and then we'll go ahead and spin that around the other side too here, just for it to have a somewhat consistent look. It doesn't make quite a nice corner, but I can put a wood beam or something in there to make that work. You come out, please. Are you where I need you to be? You're not. You're nowhere near where I need you to be, man. Come on, where'd you go? Alright, wow, that was a really loud motorcycle that just went by my house. Why are you guys wanting to go way out there? Don't do that. When you're right there, there's where I want you. Right there, but back, and then up. Got it. Okay, so then, just to finish out that corner, we will put in some wood columns. I'm thinking these guys right here will do the job nicely. Don't know that I like that big steel base, so just go regular. These might not be big enough. No, that's okay, because the way it makes, what is that called, a chamfered corner? I don't know that I've got the right word there, but if not, oh well. There we go. So that gets the first bit of the inside of our entry-exit here thing done. I do need to do something different here, though. And actually, just get rid of this one. Put it, actually the one next to it. Move this one over. Yeah, that one's fine there. And then, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. No, stay there. Stay there. There you go. And then I want another row of those to come on out. And I might have to put another wall in here to make this work. Yeah, we need walls now that are in here. It's just a basic little archway thingy-babobber. Thingy-babobber. That is the official term. Thingy-babobber. I don't know how I'm going to open up for this, though. Maybe we'll have to do, like, a separate little building there. Like, right here for this guy. That we can then move around as needed. And maybe the same thing down here. Just to have the arches, and then we'll surround it with the regular wall. With these walls, actually. Let's see where this wall goes. No. Oh, it changed my grid again. Wish it wouldn't change grids like that. There we go. So if I do that, and then put another one, like, right there, I can put an archway in for that queue. Yeah, we're going to have to move the queue a little bit. Actually, I don't want it to come out all that far. I want it to end about here. So that's where I want it to end. So I want the same thing on this side. And then you go down. No. Stay down there. Come on. You were doing it. Stay down there. And in. Okay, I've got this off by one, so let's move these back if I can. Right on the edge. There we go. And probably going to have to do something so that they don't walk through these walls. Because the peeps in this game, I think that's what they're called, peeps, love to walk through the walls. But it's something you can deal with. Do I want it to come out that far? I think I do. I think I want it to feel like you're enclosed and indoors for a little bit. So then this guy definitely needs to be his own building, but this guy does not. This one can be its own thing. Goes to here. And then some roofing. Actually, first, let's, whoa, I didn't mean to go there. I want to put these arches back in for this bit. Right there, and right there. Well, it's on the outside over here, isn't it? What have I done wrong? Oh, I see what I got wrong. Okay. Well, it's making a slightly different corner on this end. Because my wall is in a different place. This wall here is in the outer bit of the grid. But on the other side, it's on the inner. Let's see if I can fix that and what it's going to look like if I do. kind of like the way that looks with it being set back for that arch, so I'm going to leave that back. Like, I dig it. I really do. You, can I have this wall? Please? Thank you. So you just need to do the same thing. Wait, no, wait. There we go. Okay, now it's consistent on both sides. Yeah, yeah. Yes, much better. So then just bring my roofing out, and then we'll figure out what to do with this guy. Actually, we're going to move him to the inner part, so he's on the same line. You're not part of the same building, right? Oh, he is part of that same building. I thought I made him his own building. I want you to be your own building so I can move you around separately later. Thanks, man. And then my roof. And duplicate that to there, and then one more set. Nope. My grid must have fucked up again. Yep. These grids. So there, 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 there. And duplicate it. And plop it down. And then here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this gap exactly. What can I do about that gap? I don't really know. These might work. No, that's going to go into the archway. Well, shit. What if, though... So I am going to have a wall above. Get that, no, no, right? There you go. If I bring it... It's going to look weird. Well... Fuck. I got to think through this then, because this isn't... Because these are rounded arches, this is causing me to have a bit of an issue here. So maybe we'll do this opening down here. What would that look like? Oh, just barely big enough for that. And then I could line that with something to make that look like a square door. You know what? Happy accident. Oh, now I need to select the arch. There we go. I can just make that into a square door somehow. So that works. That'll work. Okay. Cool, cool. And then you to finish that out. I kind of dig it, actually. And then I need my roof trim to hide that this is not all the same material here. Come on out. Come on, you were going to do it. That arch is farther out. I just noticed that. Go in. Grid. Always the grid. There we go. And... And then I want these on the outer edge to be kind of like sitting proud of that so that it makes it a little overhang there and that you don't see as much of that gap. I mean, you can still see it, but I don't really know what else to do about it other than maybe bring the ceiling a little lower. What if I do that? What if I bring the ceiling just a little lower? Move, and then bring it down here. There we go. Bring it down just a little bit. No, that was too much. Let's try moving it one more time. Come here. No, stay right there. Why are you being so difficult? Now forward. Right there. Then down. There. Down just one. There we go. What does that do? Does that get right on that line? Oh, it does. That's what I want to do, is that. Okay. So I need to move my whole roof down, all of them, by one. Sorry, as I move around and get more comfortable there, my chair makes squeaky noises when I do that. So grab all these, move them all down one. I think I got them all on that side. So if I move these all down, just that one, I think that'll work. And then what does it look like if I move this then down that same one? It's going to block part of the arch though, and I don't think I want that. Yeah, I definitely don't want that. Okay, scrap this idea of using these roof trim pieces. Instead, we'll just put some wood planks there or something to hide that ugly gap. Because I just don't like it like that. And that gives us like a little space that we can have like a little set piece in. Yeah. Well, I do like the way the arch sits back like that. That looks really cool. And I like that it's partly in the just cave all of a sudden. So let's go out here and delete these as well. I'm going to leave the wooden beams, though, because I want them there. Why are you sticking out? I don't know how you wound up out there. Did I just delete a roof piece I need? I did. Whoa! Come back. Come back. There we are. Can I click that roof piece? Yes! Got lucky. Let's move over. No, over, not out. Good. No, right in place there. There you go. I knew you could do it. And then get rid of those because I don't like them anymore. And move too far. Where'd we go? How did we wind up all the way down here? I want to be down here. I'm kind of digging this. Again, we're just trying to keep the idea of the fort going. I don't know how well I'm accomplishing that, but I do like that this is your entrance to one ride, but also the exit to two rides. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and get the footage sped up, let you guys enjoy some Planet Coaster music, and I'll talk to you again when that is over. I believe this area is starting to come together quite nicely. I need a little work on my waterfall here. It's just looking a little funky from this angle. Whoop, whoop, there it is. And you can just kind of see where the break is. Probably just fill that in with a couple of pieces there. But I've always wanted to have a waterfall right there. And I like that it pretty much looks like it's a continuation of this. I don't know why this is all part of the same building. I guess I was editing the building when I went to place these plants and didn't realize that what I need to do is put some rocks here to just make it look like the waterfall is continuing under these rocks. It's fiction. We can go with it, right? Yeah, we can go with it. Just a couple of them there. There we go. That makes it a little more believable. Not quite 100% lined up where the water goes, but it's close enough. I mean, you know, from the waterfall's perspective. Looks like it's going under some rocks into a small, quiet little pool here at the top of the hill, and then crashing down into the bay. And I dig it. Put a few fountain splashes at the bottom, just so it splashed back up when it hit the water. I really do wish the water interacted with itself better than this. I would love to see ripples and things coming out from this area, but that's not the way they decided to do water in this game. So I'm very happy with how this ride is just tucked into the side now. Very happy indeed. I'm mostly happy with my entrance. It needs some detailing still. We'll go through, and I didn't finish off that doorway yet either. We'll go through and do kind of a detailing path. I do love the queue area. I think that might be one of my best queues ever. I like that the wooden planks go all the way into there. I love how I was able to hide all of this, though I do spy a little bit of it here. Still visible. Let's move. Whoa! Scared the shit out of me. Let's move that back just a little bit. And then make sure it's not visible from this side as well. Just barely fits. One little pixel. Oh, that was 2 pixels. Right there. Ah, well, we'll just have to see a little green. Maybe if I sink it down in a little bit, that'll help. And then it'll just activate. Yeah, that's all I need to do is sink it down in a little bit. Let's do the same for this one. I was expecting you this time. You didn't scare me like your friend. See, if you just tell those exploding barrels to activate on a trigger and then never set them to a trigger, well, they never activate. So I think this place is really coming together. I noticed that this ride is starting to get a few more people on it. Not a lot. Still not making any money. But it is getting some people on it now. I think it's because the Q scenery rating is now up to 100. Hey, instead of losing 100 and whatever it was losing, now it's only losing 118. So I don't think it's ever going to be a super popular ride. It might get better as we fill out this other side of the park. Hopefully, maybe. But it is a good family-friendly ride. So as we get more people coming over to this direction, then maybe we'll be able to get some more people going into there. But I like that this is nice and tropical up here. It kind of, you know, breaks that area off. We'll have to do something to fill in this area here because the next major section of the park, whoop, we're in a pirate ship, isn't going to start till about right here with some woods and things. So we'll have to figure out a way to do all that. But that's all stuff that we can do in the future. Ooh, how did I not see that earlier? Test, edit. I don't know if you see what I see, but this is unacceptable. All of that, please. Track supports. There we go. Done. We'll have to retest it, even though all we did was turn off track supports. I think it's silly that you have to retest. Let's check out and see how this place is looking at nighttime, shall we? Oh, look at that. I like the, whoops, underwater. I like the floodlights on the whirly rig itself. I think it gives it a nice look. Like a really nice look, actually. But it's slowly coming together. Pirate area is probably the most detailed I've ever done. Probably could use a little more light maybe up there. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of good that it's dark. I like the scaffolding up there. I think that looks kind of cool. May change out those lanterns inside, the torches, just because they're a little bit too pink when all the other lighting out here... Well, I guess these tiki torches are kind of pink, so I guess it works. And I like that they're very soft light. I'm okay with the bridge just being the tiles and the rails. I think it turned out okay, actually. I don't think I need to come back and do anything else with our exit bridge for these rides. And I do like that they come out over the water. You probably saw that I moved the beach further back a little bit in several places. Also brought it up in a lot of places just so it looked more beach-like and didn't just drop off into the harbor. I may go through and do a pass all around on this whole thing. We'll have to just see what's what. So I think next time after my move, we'll get to work out here on the main beach area, and then we'll wrap up the pirate area with probably 2 or 3 episodes with doing the log flume storytelling, because there's going to be a lot to that. Oh, and I also need a ton of detailing up on the fort and everything. I mean, no one's ever going to be up there, so we really only need to get, you know, details, big details. It doesn't need a lot of small little things, because, well, it won't be visible from a guest perspective ever. So it just doesn't need a lot. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.